of just not having. I don't know if you guys were close or you didn't have a relationship.
Yeah.
What is the title of your relationship with the two guys?
I had a relationship with Snaye, a good one, a bro-hood relationship. But it was not that close, because we come from different worlds.
Yes,
that's
definitely.
But what I didn't like from them, it's something that even we were saying in the house, Abumakeke and whatnot, they can attest to this. So they were also with that mentality of where they're coming from. They're coming from well-good families, which is good for them. But when they realized that it took a sharp cap on Coast was telling people that it's from a good family, what was yes, this, yes, that, as they were doing. Yeah, he said it's rich. They said they do have, yes. Also. So when they realized it took a sharp cap on Coast, they changed it up, So that was something I also didn't like. Don't choose somebody because they have this and this. Because coming up, remember how I came and how I was looking?
Yes.
I was treated with how I was looking and how I was. Makeke and Yolanda and the other ones, or maybe were different, were not treated the same way I was treated my coming in days. I was treated as a VIP nyana because of how I look, So as time went, they were shocked seeing me take a different direction, going to these particular people to be close with them, And already they were making groups. That's what I hated. They were making groupies so much, and the topics were always what do you have, what trust this, these dreams, we're gonna rock this and that, English accent, this and that, It was just too bougie for me, and then that is why I didn't like it. And at that moment, when I was with Abumakeke, as brutal and as raw as they are, they are raw Abumakeke and Yolanda. So people, I guess, they acted as if we are the ones who gossip, we are the ones who allow, right? We are the only ones who can maybe swear at some point, as if they don't do the stuff. But the nice part was when the groupies they were making started eating each other. For example, really not saving Z. Duncan will be saying who, them now fighting on their own. So I really don't like people when we get to a place as we are in high school and then we're just gonna make groupies. And we were treated differently. When I was friends with Aboyolanda now, trust me, the treatment was very different.
Yeah.
It was very different. I mean, nobody understands Yolanda in that house except for me. Those are big facts.
And you guys.
Interesting in Biggie's voice. Wahala be like bicycle. Indeed. Hey babies, and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get a gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course, there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. Mitch explaining how the beef between him, Sinai, and Taki started. Mitch's boy, I want them to come out of that house and see that Mitch is not on their level. This is so funny because I have still not heard one thing Sinai did wrong to Mitch. So Mitch was at Opulence FM with Ipeleng yesterday where he was interviewed and he was telling them the reason behind himself and Sinai not being close. So it's about groupies and about them acting rich and rich. They are from rich family, wealthy family, and all of that. They just kept themselves. I did not see that happening in the house. So some people place themselves higher than others, So Mitch is trying to explain that was the reason why everything happened. And then he found himself going to the, what's his name, Makeke and Yolanda, that they were so surprised seeing that they would judge him according to the way he dressed and looked, because he dressed classy. They were expecting him to form certain friendship with certain people. I never saw this coming, because even me, I wanted to know where was the beef with Mitch and Sinai coming from. So after this interview, it was drags between the Mitch fans, Sinai fans, and Taki fans. So Taki was really trending yesterday, Sinai was trending, and Mitch was also trending. Anyways, guys, I don't know about those fights though, but it's so surprising to see that it's about groupies and then forming wealthy and all of that. I never knew Imakwandaibu is happening in Biggie's house, in the Siamosha house. Do you know what Imakwandaibu means? It means, do you know who we are? Like, we are from a certain, part of this thing. So I never knew it's happening in the house. Anyways, coming from comrade attitude. Funny how Sinaye became excessively bubbly and fun after Taki's eviction. Really? Who else think about that? Because people are like, he barely talk about his girlfriend outside right now. He is just living his life. But I do not think that he was a problem though. Let me know what you think about that anyways. Still talking about Sinaye. Mark Jr. called Sinaye today and was having conversation with him. He was like kind of asking him a question. Mark Jr. was asking Sinaye what he thinks about his relationship with Liema. And then Sinai was like, let me think. I'm like, oh, this one he's thinking it first, waiting this up. And then he was like, to be serious, he think the both of them have potentials to be more than a friend. Like, two of them claims to be friends, but he thinks they have potential to be more than friends. And then my junior was like, there is nothing like that there, that in as much as he's not going to deny the fact that he likes Liema, he was telling Sinai that I do tell her when we have conversation that I like her, but it's not beyond likeness, in as much as even if I wanted to have something to do with her, knowing with the triangle, the Jareed thinking that is happening in the house, I would not even want to stoop myself so low to engage in such things. That the reason why he is asking this is because Willy said something regarding his relationship with Liema, and then Jareed has been giving him attitude ever since. Himself and Liema was gisting and talking. Jareed has been giving him attitude, and he thinks he want to approach Jareed and let Jareed know that there is nothing much between the two of them except for good friendship. But Sinaye, on the other hand, told him not to go approach Jareed, that if he goes to tell Jareed that he already raised suspicion about the two of them, it's given he is feeling guilty. And he was like exactly what he thought too. So he think he should just, let it be. But the truth is he likes Liema, and then nothing much, nothing less and nothing else. It's just friendship. And Mark Jr. keep on lamenting of how much of a good chap, that is a good child, Liema is, that she is a nice person, so why won't they be friends, that he likes her. So guys, do you think there is something from Mark Jr.'s end? If Liema is not caught up in that web called triangle, do you think Mark Jr. would have had something to do with Liema? Many people think the same. As this person said, I still believe MC Jr. and Liema has a thing, but they are playing hard to get. There is nothing like hard to get there. Liema's mind is on Jareed, and Mark Jr. would not want to go there at all because Jareed is in the situation. So do you think something like that would have happened? Let me know in the comment section. Meanwhile, talking about Jareed, what was her name? Mpumi was seen advising Jareed earlier on today, was telling Jareed, you just have to accept your mistake, you just have to move over it, learn from your mistake, and act up, blah, 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 all those kind of words. Ever since the stepping out thinking, Mpumi has been dropping the words as a motivational speaker, So Jareed was just staring at space while she was saying all of this, and all these things started from what happened last night, the conversation they had last night, and then people have been coming for Mpumi. They are like telling her to go and rest and save her advice for someone else, that she's the one who brought herself into this thing, and now she's making Jareed feel like a victim, and people are like now talking out and calling Jareed out, calling him names, whilst the ladies are the ones who were the people who forced themselves on this thing called relationship. That people were like, they are saying that it's the women words after all, because right now Jareed is seen as the bad person, and it may seem as though Jareed is feeling so bad because of how this thing turns out. Well, it's the game though, like I keep saying, let the best gamer win. He should maintain his stance till the very end. He shouldn't listen. Mpumi, you are evil. You nominated him. You were the one that inserted yourself in their midst, and you're now his advisor. Assuming when you were asking him to choose, he chose you. Would you still have this advice to give? But it is how Mpumi is acting like Jareed came to her for friendship or something. Anyways, last, all of them go do all right. Meanwhile, if you're breaking your head on this housemate, you're doing yourself. Like, Mpumi, Jareed, Liema, and Willy actually shocked us this afternoon, guys. I didn't post it, so maybe I will use it as a thumbnail. This is Elle's face looking at them. Skinny dipping, guys. They are skinny dipping. Hey, wahala be like bicycle. Oh, Chimo. Guys, you know what I mean by skinny dipping. These 4 people I just mentioned, they actually entered the pool naked. When I say naked, it's not wearing their swimming dress, so it's not bikini or anything. Like, Oh, it's like people don't understand me. Hey, like even bra, Mpumi is not wearing, even bra, Liema is not wearing, not even panties. Jareed removes boxers. Like they are naked. That's skinny dipping, guys. They are full-fledged naked. I also saw Jareed big ogologoma. Hey, wahala be like bicycle. Do you know what I mean by I saw his ogologoma? I mean I saw his down below. Very huge something. Oh my word. I don't know if you guys were watching. Did you see it? Did you guys see it? Ichoko. Those housemates are so funny. I'm like, oh, if my junior see this one, he'll be like, nah. See the girl I just spoke to. Because now, people left other people who were in that pool. They started dragging only Liema. See this girl that they spoke to. See this Liema. See this one. See this Liema. See that one. See this Liema. There are actually 4. There were 4 in that pool. Why only Liema, guys? Wahala. Anyways, talking about Liema, I've seen people asking this question. They are like, why is Liema 2 badge as in of Liema's name showing? The reason is because Liema, you know, on their belts there, you would see their name appear twice, front and back of their belt. So Liema took one and gave to Jareed. Jareed took one and gave to Liema. So they exchanged each of their belts. So having one Jareed, one Liema with Jareed, having the same thing with Liema. That's why it's like that. Anyways, whilst people were calling this housemate that they are unhinged, that is, they are mentally unbalanced, like they are not balanced at all mentally. I said Makeke, young papi, was having conversation with Z in the kitchen while they were doing the dishes, asking her if she cares about micro down below. Z says she's really not about whether big or small the size is, that she doesn't really care. You know, Mark Jr. was like, so you don't care. So that means you don't mind if you have somebody that have a micro down below. People are like, this housemate, what is even wrong with these people? These ones are naked outside bathing, swimming, and these ones are here talking about micro or macro. Which one? Oh my word. And the funny thing is, when young papi is having a conversation with Z, they will be dragging young papi. Dragging the innocent boy for nothing. Boy is living his life, you know. I just pity him post-show. I pity the boy post-show because when he comes out and see the kind of drag he's receiving or more, he will be so down because I do not see what he has done wrong just to be with Z and Z to be with him. In fact, the problem is that Z accepts young papi. That is what he's getting to netizens. Anyways, I'm coming from Nana Nama. Any Z fan that drags papi is a big fool. Tell me how a 26-year-old girl won't know how to avoid a 22-year boy if he truly disgusts her. She decided to be good friends with papi, leave the boy alone. This is the same thing I have been saying from the onset. Z knows what she wants. That is just it. Alright, wait, people dragging Lee for skinny dipping while the other people in the pool doing the same. Would you all survive Cape Town beaches? You all are crazy. Liema, enjoy yourself, baby. It is hot outside, Dishini. Okay, oh, she should enjoy. But my own is, why are they even dragging only Liema when they were even 4 there? You know, people are like, because they advised her yesterday. I'm like, nobody is there to actually guide anybody there. They had conversation as friends. Liema has moved on. She's in that house to Mosha. Yes, she's moshing. Liema, mod me, baby. Mod me all you want till day 72. Your love makes me a happy Mumu, then call you Mumu. Wahala be like bicycle. This housemate will not cease to amaze me. Like, what? People are screaming on the social space like, how would these people do this? They're like, oh, cameramen are enjoying, because what the cameramen were doing, they do not want to focus on the pool because those ones are naked. So what they will do, they will go back to the housemates serving their punishment. The camera will just flash a little and go back to the housemates serving their punishment. But it is what it is. And I also saw Big Ojuju there by Jareed. Interesting. Oh my word, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me, because of course it is a smooth sailing with you all. Bye for now, babies.